So, if you're an entrepreneur or a small business owner, you've probably heard the name GoHighLevel or GHL being thrown around. Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and really figure out what it's all about. We're going to focus on how you can use it to build the two most critical things for any business online: your websites and, of course, your sales funnels. But first, let me ask you a quick question. Does your current marketing setup feel a little, well, chaotic? Are you juggling like a dozen different apps, logins, and subscriptions just to keep your business moving? If you're nodding your head right now, trust me, you are not alone. So many businesses end up with what I like to call a Frankenstein tech stack. It's where you've got one tool for your website, another one for emails, a third for your booking calendar, a fourth for your CRM, and the big problem is none of them talk to each other. It gets expensive, it's super confusing, and honestly, the worst part, potential customers start falling through the cracks because the whole system is just a disconnected mess. And that exact problem is what GoHighLevel promises to solve. So what is this thing, really? Let's break down its core idea, which is bringing everything together under one roof. Okay, so here's the official definition. GoHighLevel, or GHL, is an all-in-one sales and marketing platform. But what does that actually mean? It means it takes all those separate tools, your CRM, your email marketing, your funnel builder, your website, your calendar, and it combines them into one single unified system. No more duct tape and digital glue. And this user quote just nails the why. I mean, it's not just about making things easier. It's about your bottom line. When you consolidate all those tools, you cut down on your monthly software bills, and you create a way more efficient system to actually increase your revenue. It's a really powerful one-two punch. All right, so how does it actually work in practice? Let's start with the part your customers are going to see first, your digital storefront. And in GoHighLevel, that means building funnels and websites. Now, this is a really important difference to understand. A website, that's kind of like a digital brochure. It gives people a bunch of options to browse and explore. But a sales funnel, that's totally different. It's a guided path with one single specific goal, like getting someone to book a call or download a PDF. It cuts out all the distractions, and it's laser focused on getting a result. And you know what the best part is? You don't need to be a coding genius or a design expert to build any of this. GoHighLevel has a visual drag and drop editor. You can literally just pull elements like text boxes, images, and buttons right onto the page. And to make it even faster, it comes with a whole library of pre-built templates that you can just tweak for your own business. So, building a nice-looking page is one thing, but the real magic, I mean the true power of a platform like GoHighLevel, is what happens behind the scenes. And that's the automation engine. Think about it for a second. A landing page that gets someone's email address is pretty much useless if that lead just sits in a spreadsheet somewhere, totally forgotten. So many opportunities get lost this way. What you really need is a system that acts on that information the second it comes in. And in GoHighLevel, that system is called workflows. This is basically the central nervous system of your business. A workflow is just a sequence of automated actions, like sending an email or a text message that kicks off when a customer does something specific, like filling out one of your forms. Let's look at how this works. Here's a super simple but really powerful example. So, step 1, a potential customer fills out a form on your landing page. That's a trigger. Instantly, the workflow sends them a confirmation text message. Then, it waits for an hour and then sends a follow-up email with more info. And this all happens without you lifting a finger. It makes sure every single lead gets that immediate, consistent follow-up. Okay, an all-in-one platform that can do all of this sounds pretty incredible, right? But we need to be realistic here. A tool this powerful is rarely simple. So let's talk about the learning curve. You're probably thinking it. A platform that promises to replace like 10 different tools, there's got to be a catch, right? Well, in a way, yeah. Let's just be completely transparent. Some users on places like Reddit do report getting frustrated with bugs and support tickets. Because the platform is adding new features all the time, sometimes things can get a little clunky. It happens. But then, in that very same forum, you'll find comments just like this one. Users who power through that initial setup phase, they often see the incredible potential and become huge fans of the platform. It's that classic trade-off between power and simplicity. And that really sums the whole thing up. You'll see words like scary and overwhelming pop up a lot when people first start. The platform's greatest strength, its amazing flexibility, is also the biggest hurdle for new users. It's kind of like being handed a blank canvas instead of a simple paint-by-numbers kit. So this brings us to the final question you really have to ask yourself. Is it worth trading the simplicity of using a bunch of separate tools for the power and, yeah, the complexity of one single unified platform? The answer? Well, it really depends on your business, how much patience you have, and your vision for building a truly automated sales and marketing machine.